Oh, one. I did not hear a one. You know, I really miss having like a week off and we come back to this, you know. It's just lovely.
Rebecca, so how are you finding your time at this virtual Chester Zoo?
It's different than, like, it's been a while since we went there, but it's changed a lot. They sound not okay.
Did I tell you I found an old photo of you from Chester last time we went to Chester Zoo?
No.
Do you remember when we went and they had the dinosaurs, and right near the entrance they had the raptor that you got a photo in front of?
Oh, yeah.
I found that photo up.
Was that the place where dinosaur tried to squirt me, then I ducked down, and then a little girl got hit in the face by it and then started to cry or something?
Yes, that one. The last time
that
we went.
Funny.
The last time we went with your great grandma.
Is that the time when she fell?
Yeah, it's the time when she slipped on her bum.
Oh, that was hilarious. I've only got snippets of that memory, but that was funny.
Anyway, greetings everyone and welcome back to the Devil Darlings. That ate up a full minute.
Hey! Well, we can swear now.
In all seriousness, I do miss Chester Zoo. I want to go back when everything opens up again.
we gotta go back once it all goes back to normal.
I just want to go outside again!
I want to see the...
Relatable.
Yeah, that too. I want to go back to Manchester. I haven't been to Manchester in ages either. Actually coming up to
I want to you know what, I don't even care about going back to Manchester. I just want to go back to my art group and to my music group and just back to Sanctuary Games.
I want to go
back
to my art group.
Yeah, I miss playing D&D in person.
I just want to go back to do the things that kept me sane.
You want to go back to where the people are? Well,
not exactly.
People aren't there yet, but you get what I mean.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like for Sanctuary. It's like I'm gonna sound like a dick either way, but it's not the people. I don't go there for the people.
You go there for the atmosphere.
I go there for the routine.
Fuck, I rolled.
Yeah.
It's you! It's you!
It's me.
Ah.
I've had sleep for the first time in like a week, so I may be a little energetic tonight.
I had an energy drink, so that's why I'm a little bit energetic.
I'm drinking the second can of Pepsi we got from our takeaway a few days back. Because we had Santa's pizza again. Do you know that one I was on about before, that meatball pizza?
Mm-hmm.
I've been having that the past couple of times and it's really nice. Anyway, where are these lyrics so we can get this going?
I had been... Asta's here! Food!
What?
I'm gonna steal it all.
Oh, yeah, I've noticed that, like, halfway into the game at least, Asta arrives for you when you rush off to try and raid it.
I just get all the yogurts and all the chocolate and just stash it upstairs so then no one else steals it.
You can't be stashing things to hibernate. Humans don't hibernate.
Oh, I can't hibernate next week because it's online school. Well, I'm technically in school from Tuesday on, but
yeah, I mean, at least it's online.
It's online, but I have to go in because, like, we're technically key workers now because my mum and dad have to both be in. So, like, we have to be in. So we basically are cramped. Basically, there's going to be, like, 5 people in the room, and we're going to be all on laptops, and everyone else is going to be at home, probably in the pajamas, in the bed, on the phone whilst doing work, and I'm going to have to be in my full school uniform. It's actually torture. I could cry over it, and I don't know the routine, so I'm gonna panic over it, and none of my friends are gonna be there, so that's gonna make me panic more. You know, I'm just gonna this is my chill.
So I am ready for the intro now, given that we're coming 5 minutes and we've yet to even do that.
Yeah, we should really get on.
So,
sorry.
Jingle bells, Trickstem smell, Allo foot the shield, Codi charged half a yard and made the enemies yield. I don't know. I will.
That was so rude. I do not smell. I smell.
An attempt was made.
That was a good attempt.
An attempt was made off the top of my head, to be fair.
That was good to say that was.
Because if you haven't guessed, we have to finish up the Christmas episode.
Yeah, it's totally not the 2nd of January.
In 2021. It's 2021.
Bro, I haven't talked to you since last year. I haven't seen you since last year either.
None of us have seen each other since last year. I've never seen you in person, Atra.
That's a lie. I've seen each other.
One day you'll see me in person, and I'll just be like,
well, we have.
Awkward.
We'll drag you to Manchester with Charlotte and the others.
We need to drag you to Manchester Comic Con.
Well, I'm 16 this year, so I'm growing up.
Hey.
Well, so Charlotte. Charlotte's 16 already, so you're nearly the same age.
Yes.
Nearly.
But she won't speak to you, so.
That's fine. I have antisocial friends too, it's fine.
So, last time on the Devil Darlings, you all got dragged over to the quaint little missy town again to help out with a situation. Namely that a figure called the Cromch was attempting to steal the presents and steal Christmas essentially. Uylz tried to plan a heist and tried to burn the village down as well, but he couldn't really get anyone on his side. He then decided to have a heart-to-heart with Allo under the snow, revealing a small secret about himself. Before you all gathered back up. Oh.
I would like to state that that is a lie. Egu and breakfast were on my side.
So, you all gathered up to face the Cromch, a tall, imposing figure on his sleigh, pulled by a few boar, until that sleigh toppled over and it was revealed to be a Namr. A Namr who, at one point, went by the name the Architect. And after heading back to his lair, he started to spill the beans on the creation of the Citadel, and this team led by the Urquhart's God Killer. Many a theory crafting happened, but that was after the recording, so the audience are not being partaken to that. And I believe that is where we pick up today.
Theory crafting of the thing.
Yes, and I'm picking up with the question. I'm picking up with the question that you actually cut the session off on, which is the fact that because you had answered this, but he didn't. Did the Godslayer get her wish? Because you had said that the changeling went first.
Yes, the changeling went first, but no, they didn't get their wish. The only one that got the wish was the changeling. Beyond that, after being denied their wish, the Urquhart's Godslayer left, followed by their retinue, of course, because an army's got to follow the general, right?
More or less. So then in that question, you said you didn't know them too well, you just knew of them, correct?
Yes.
So then my other question with you, because there are obvious changes to your overall plan, what did you do to piss them off?
What did I do to piss them off? Well, quite simply put, I tried to stop them from taking over the Citadel. And after that failed, the Navy just the Architect just, do you know that motion when someone like takes their two index fingers and just kind of press them together nervously?
Yeah.
They kind of do that, so that's one side. I may have been a key part in trapping them down there.
How did you? Because you had told me that the city was still, back when they had rebelled, the city was still on top
Yes.
of the mountain. how did you trap them?
The doors. I was the one that
Oh!
I was the one that helped carve in what was necessary for the entrapment with the doors. We was planning a full dome kind of thing as well, and well, then a big incident happened. Something happened with the guards. Everything ended up below the island. The best way to describe it really is imagine a mountain growing around something. I know some of the rumors say that the island flipped and such, but that really makes no sense if you think about it.
The island sank and then it grew.
It's more like the citadel just sank into the ground and the mountain grew over the top.
Yeah. So then...
Which, to be fair, does make quite an interesting natural dome and keeps it hidden, but still.
So, when you were building the citadel, and by any means, if anybody else has any questions, please stop me. But when you were building the citadel, were you building it out of like your own accords, or were you hired? And who were you hired by? I'm kind of forgetting how old you are, but it was by the gods. But was it one specific god?
Mama!
Well, Mama was there as well. Mama was one of them that helped me to get the position, sure. But, what was their name? As I quickly type in God of Construction.
Just they're like, well, we don't have LD. And it's like...
Gond.
Gone. They're gone?
Gond. G-O-N-D.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone. Why didn't you say so?
God of craftsmithing and inventiveness.
He's got to look at Allo. Is he yours or?
No, mine's Onatar.
Oh, okay.
Although I think Onatar might know him. Or her.
I mean, if they're both craft gods.
They're mainly known for being like they were like one of the main gnome gods. Like gnomes worship them quite a lot because of the inventiveness and such. But yeah, he approached me rather than them because to echo what Mama said as well, they needed the imagination of a child. And who better for that than Namius?
I guess so. Why is someone trying to teleport to me?
So then, this is my final question before I let other people and I stop picking your mind. But
Hi.
they rebelled. But
Yeah.
was it a hostile takeover?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, they tried to fight back, the gods tried to help as well, but by the time it happened, those that were in the Citadel already, they were either slaughtered or converted over to their side, their way of thinking.
Were there any gods that...
The whole anti-god thing has been going for quite a while, unfortunately.
Uylz just
I mean, I
side-eyed
feel
Codi.
that. I feel that.
Was there any gods that might have been, like, were they being assisted by any gods or any other highly powerful entities? Like dragons or...
He kind of paces back and forth just like rubbing his chin. There were rumors that there may have been some kind of god helping them or something like that, but that doesn't make too much sense. If their plan was to kill all gods, why would a god help them? Maybe something with godlike powers, but...
As a kobold, I would like to state that our gods have a long history of being dicked over by other gods. There's Mama Tiamat, there's the Nameless Twins. So like it's gotten so bad that even many of us He looks at Allo. Don't really even know who they are anymore. So, like, it's not unheard of for gods to hate other gods. But, I was just wondering if we need to be on the lookout for that.
I mean, there's
I'm done
bad
with-
guys.
There is bad guys. I'm done with my questions.
No, not guys. Guide.
Oh, the guide is the guide is a god that got dicked over, but he also dicked over other gods. This is information that Uylz would be privy to? Yes, it is. He does know this. But
I'm more talking about
actually,
the guy that got split. I'm talking about the other half of them that split in half and dicked us over.
There was.
Yeah, Jeremy.
There was something else though. Not. Some kind of odd energy signature happened.
Energy.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. It's not fully magical in nature. It's definitely some kind of golden aura type of energy, but excuse me, Fritz,
Like-
why are you crawling over me?
like elemental, perhaps?
We thought that, but we couldn't really pin it down to a certain kind of element.
Or demonic?
Ooh.
Not really demonic either. Like, it's
Ah.
hard to explain. The only things we have to go off for this kind of energy reading is, well, some reports of what happened back then, around that time. Not of like the army knowing ahead of time what was about to happen, or some things that had happened that some of the villagers had done to prepare, just seemingly being undone.
Like a wish.
Not quite. Like, I wish at least would probably leave some kind of residue or some kind of telltale that that action had already been done. This was more a case of, think of it like if you bake a pie, you've got to take all the ingredients to make that pie, yes? And then once you've done so, the ingredients are gone. So even if the wish happened, the ingredients would still be gone. This was more like someone baked a pie, and then all of a sudden the pie was gone and the ingredients were back.
Perhaps then we are not dealing with something of a mystical nature and something from the astral plane?
Possibly, but I don't know too much about the astral plane myself to know of that.
I picture if you did drugs, but those drugs had done drugs, and then those drugs that did the drugs had also done drugs, and that's the astral plane, but also like you're having knives shoved beneath your feet.
Like, the oddest thing as well is, all this happened before, well, I've just heard whispers of something called the Fall.
What whispers have you heard of the fall?
Some god getting beyond their position and basically being cast down.
Could that be Shadow? No, that would be too recent, wouldn't it? Could it be the guide and his brother? What old gods have fallen?
A lot.
Have you? Okay, that makes sense.
All we got was an inscription of something. And they'll flip over the blueprints that they had, the blueprints of the Citadel on. And on the other side, you see what seems to be a rough sketch of what was probably a carving in a wall in the citadel. What seems to be a snake.
What there?
Who, what it?
The only person that I know of that does snaky things is the Damadur guy, right?
Damadur. He got cast down, yeah, but again, that might be it's a bit too recent for Damadur's casting out.
Mm-hmm.
At least I think it is anyway. I never really bothered to ask.
I mean, I could say above game, but...
I don't know. It's just kind of like, I think it's too recent.
Okay.
Possibly, but that's what we saw. That's all I know really about it. Just all I told you, that the 4 areas were devoted to the 4 corners were devoted to like the 4 areas that seemed the most important: the arts, science, religion, and strength.
I know it's out of game, but I just Wonder Tread and got a shiny Gibble.
I did that earlier and I got a shiny Skitty.
Nice. Anyway, back to the game. Sorry about that interruption.
Okay.
It just caught me off guard.
When you're going, I thought Spherecraft was happening again.
No.
We know that art was taken over by the changeling. That science is the gnome. And then you had said religion and strength, right?
Yes.
Just double checking on that.
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure about either of those two, although we do know that there was a more religious individual of the group, and there was a dog person.
The dog person was more known for combat. They were like the armed general of the group. He was always the first one into a combat.
Cool. He's the asshole over strength. I still have a theory, but I'm gonna let other people ask their questions before I give. Also, I need time to summarize this theory. Before I give this theory, while we're doing that, you happen to have any apple cider or something that is not Christmas themed?
I've got well, we've got water for that we normally keep around for the hogs, because Namr, I don't tend to eat or drink. So
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so
pulls the kind of keg off her back, and it's kind of like there's some honey mead thing in there with some other stuff.
No, Uylz will just walk up to Trickstem, take Trickstem's flask, and walk off.
Hey, Namr, do you want some liquid emotion?
Sure, that's right.
Kind of pours a bit.
Yep. Does it
pour him?
Yep. You'll just like kind of swig it down. I know they've been trying to get this going, but it's good to see that they finally got it going. Like, happiness.
We can
happiness
finally taste happiness.
Happiness, not really my kind. Well, happiness is fine as long as it's not just pure joy, like down there.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. It turns me into a hyperactive idiot down there, but like the happier emotions always taste better.
Yeah, that's true. And you'll just look to
either way.
You'll just look to
you, my friend.
Yes.
Kind of puts an arm around his shoulder.
Are going to be part of my takeover of hell.
What?
Now that Shadow Mom is no longer in the controlling seat, it's up to us Namers to take control of things for her. As the
Can I
most
be a
populated.
general?
Sure. as the most populated race in hell, it's our birthright. And as Shadow Mama's favorite children.
Shadow Mama's not in control anymore?
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
What happened?
So Shadow Mama was trying to send me and Una on some crusade against another god that even she's not powerful enough to defeat, and they kind of chewed her out over it, and then she went to go and try and fight him, and the other gods took away her powers.
Which god was that?
Out of character, I cannot remember his name.
We don't know. We don't know who's in charge of the Council of Gods anymore because the tour guide.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the Council of Gods. It was the one that controls the Templars.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I was told we didn't know. Poof.
We knew about him, not the guy who's in charge of the Council of Gods. They're two different entities.
Yeah. Yes, I clearly remember this. Yes. Actually, it does ring a bell now that you've mentioned it. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I did have it written down somewhere. I don't know where it's gone.
We'll just do the pronouns game of. Oh yeah, no, it was that. Oh, that god. Yes, that god. Ah, that god.
Okay. So,
Still remember the name.
Anyway, it's this guy. And
Also, while we're on the subject of forgetting stuff as well, I know that in an earlier episode that Tortle mentioned the four corners, and I think some of them have changed. Technically, they're the same thing as what he said. It's just that they could technically be placed as the same thing for each one. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
but yeah, it's just kind of they're like,
It was this guy.
Oh, that guy, yeah. Yeah, anytime anything came up with these situations, he tended to stay out of it. Like he had his own business.
okay, so it might just be Torm.
Sounds about right.
Torm. It basically says he's basically the god of paladins. If you want a stereotypical paladin, this is your god.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No,
so we'll say Torm.
No, this isn't anything against anyone who likes to play paladins and that lot. It's just
I'm a literal fiend.
exactly.
They're kind of my number one enemy.
Exactly. So Steve. Yeah, that sounds about yes.
That bastard! Anyway, she tried to take him down for, because he's captured a lot of Namirs and is torturing them and trying to figure out how to kill us very easily. Even in hell! So, yeah, that's something we're gonna have to do eventually. But Mama tried to take him down and she couldn't. So...
I mean...
Yeah, the other gods stripped her of her godly powers and now she's kind of just human. Which is why you can no longer feel a connection to her.
That would explain a lot, yes. I mean, you're saying a takeover of hell, but that implies that we're not already in charge, like as soon as she's gone, it was left to us.
Well, she didn't technically leave it to anyone, so technically hell's in a civil war right now.
It was that sudden.
Yeah. She didn't have any time to go home and set up a backup plan, which means the Namers have to lead an army through and take over hell in the name of Shadow Mother.
So who's our opponent?
Damadur, our dickhead brother, who tells his awkward grandpa stories. He's from the Abyss. We don't talk about that place.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never met them, but okay.
Either way, he used to travel with us, then he killed our friend, and now we're gonna kill him.
He used to travel with us, he killed our friend, now we're gonna kill him. Also, there was something about them taking little pseudo dragons.
Oh yeah, they also stole Sir.
Yeah.
We'll save Sir as well.
Would be nice.
Though Sir's probably having a disco right now.
Sir's having a disco.
Either way, once we're all done with this, my friend, I'll give you new purpose in hell. You will build a new kingdom of nightmares!
Well, I suppose it would be nice to get back to architecting.
Yeah.
As long as, you know, the others don't drag me into the shadows. I kind of need this knowledge to do so.
Oh, don't worry. I've got a plan for that.
He kind of tilts his head. Oh?
Don't worry about it. It'll come to fruition before we go back to hell.
Well, okay. I trust you, I guess.
You should. I'm the one who got these bumblefucks this far.
He just looks over to the rest of the party, just you're swinging from Trickstem's flask.
I should also state that Uylz has a pen in, like he has a fountain pen and a paper, and he's scribbling on the paper as he's like got his glasses on all the way, just as he's like writing down, like he's just like doing science or something. Just like no, that maybe no, hold on, carry the 35, shift the dog person over, possibly.
What are the rest of you doing at this moment in time? So what's Trickstem and Allo doing?
I imagine Allo's
looking at the flask, staring at the flask.
What were you doing? Sorry, Allo?
Sorry, Ranna.
I imagine Allo's probably looking at Codi at the almost forgetting and serve it.
Just like the how dare you.
Okay, Codi. Alrighty, so I think I know what's going on. I think this all the time, and normally I'm wrong, but here we go. He's going to take his pad of paper. Is going to be basically what we have learned from this guy in a summarized detail. Is the fact that one, the four corners are not elemental like we were told. In fact, I think it is safe to assume, our little friend mentioned something as well, but the changelings have been stealing souls. I think it is safe to assume that they are being fueled off of those souls and being fed into the ziggurat, which is where our Godslayer is. The four generals, each one taking one of the corner, are to being the changeling who, as you had told me, Mr. Architecture, he changes his form every day, so he will be impossible to scout against. It's also safe to assume that he is possibly in charge, not the Godslayer. I'll get to more on that in a little bit. It is also safe to assume, because the question is being asked, how the fuck did these guys live this long if only one of them got their wish and that only person got immortality? It is safe to assume, therefore, that what we are facing against is highly altered. They may not even be the same individuals that they once were, that you remember architecture. They could be totally different individuals that have taken on the guise of that name, or they are just altered individuals. Which might also feed in, by the way, Codi, when you yelled at that gnome, he did, and you called him small, he said, "I'm not so small anymore." I think it's safe to assume that he's a lot bigger, possibly in a robot body. That'd be cool.
I'll make him small again.
My biggest thing is it's safe to assume that the gods have no power here. And that the other question that I have, and this is for you, Architecture. The Godslayer was a hero, right? Like,
well,
she was seen as a hero.
Yes, given so that she was one of the main ones to try and get this citadel made in the first place. Yes, she was seen as like the herald of the gods in a way.
Was she the kind of person to be cruel?
He just paces back and forth a bit, like as if trying to remember. There were one or two whisperings and rumors about it, yes, but usually it was against threats.
Was she easily swayed?
she did tend to. She always liked the input and the opinions of the others. She didn't always like to take. She, even though she was the one in charge and the one in basically leading the pack, she liked everyone else to have their say as well. She never wanted to do anything that would go against the majority of what the party wanted.
From what you have told me, I think it is safe to assume that the Godslayer is not entirely our enemy. I don't think somebody like her, and correct me, sorry for the metaphor, but I don't think somebody like her would reduce themselves or transcend themselves into eating souls like a fiend or a lich. Because she also seemed prideful. Now, it could be for immortality reasons, but she's stuck in the ziggurat. They are not. Did you do something to the ziggurat?
The ziggurat was mainly there just to house the weapons. You know, house the shards, house the pieces of 5, so to say.
I think it is safe to assume that she doesn't entirely understand what's going on. She's being manipulated. I think it's safe to assume that the other generals are being manipulated by also the biggest thing, and this is probably what scares me the most, because you had confirmed this. With souls, the weapon might not need that final piece.
Yeah, they can get the energy to basically act as a standing for that final piece. All they need then is a vessel to put it in.
So it is safe to assume that therefore that the Godslayer weapon is active.
If the Godslayer weapon was active, I think it would have triggered by now.
Or it's capable of being active. Is that a better way of phrasing that?
I'd say it's more like the best way to put it is it's probably on the final parts of charging.
But would they really be able to do anything without all the parts?
They had enough power. If a take a lacrima. A lacrima stores power. A lacrima requires multiple different pieces, primarily a crystal gem. But so long as you have that central crystal gem, the lacrima still stores power, and you can still take power from the lacrima. You may not have a firing mechanism, but there is a point that much power could explode. And although the weapon would activate, it would cause catastrophic damage to not only the weapon, but anyone around it, and to a weapon that destroys the god that could destroy everything. So, once again,
as he hears that, he just starts to scribble something down on the paper. He's like occasionally tapping his chin as he just nods his head listening.
Once again, I would like to fuck you, Kiwi!
I think I've got a theory.
I don't think she can hear you down here, Uylz.
I don't care!
I mean, to be fair, I used to curse out Mama, and she couldn't hear me.
Okay, 2 things. 1, I think I've got a theory. 2, who's Kiwi?
New god.
Probably came after my time.
Yeah. Supposedly the goddess of kobolds and protection.
I mean, if she's new, she's probably still getting used to her role.
You got to remember in these things, Codi, that you don't get protected because you're not a kobold.
You do realize I really don't want Kiwi's help?
I mean, I don't either, but I'd rather her be on my side than against me.
I don't think she could be on any other side. I think it'd actually kill her if she tried to be bad.
You never know. I mean, he just mentioned one god falling, and we've seen other gods fall, which means gods are, I think, more like us than we even dare to dream. They have feelings.
But somehow, I just think if Kiwi tried to be evil, she'd just end up doing more good.
Allo, I'm reducing you to secretary. Could you write down for me if we ever find a thing that can switch alignments, switch individuals' alignments to throw it at TV? I want to experiment.
Why do we want to do that to Kiwi, though?
Wait, is that a bad thing? Like you're questioning that like that's a bad thing.
Just out of character, Kiwi's not even good alignment. You just turn her to chaotic neutral instead of lawful neutral.
Well, actually, return her to evil.
For these prices, I still have a sheet here.
How would it? Because she is neutral.
Yeah, she's lawful neutral.
Because of the alignment I'm talking about is the Book of Ultimate Evil, which doesn't change. Like it changes you from good to evil.
And she's not good.
It still changes neutral people to evil, to my understanding. Which is quite a downgrade on a godly level of you going from it's okay to I'm just gonna kill you for the fun of it. But at the same time, Uylz takes another swig. So, with that question, what do we do about you? Because we're supposed to stop you and put you under arrest, and I don't want to spend any more time in this freaking nightmare of a. So
he's not gonna cause any more trouble, and he's coming with us.
Oh, the architect's still busy scribbling down on the sheet.
The architect.
One more sec.
Oh, okay.
And she just about finishes. He just about finishes, and then looks to you all. So this whole thing that you said about with enough energy, it could be catastrophic and cause a massive explosion. What if their plan is to take that energy once it's built up enough and send it to the realm of the gods?
I guess that'd be pretty destructive.
They plan the gods?
It could wipe out all the gods at once.
Well, it's a good thing Mom ain't there anymore.
Yeah, that is a shame that all the gods are there.
I mean, is it really our fault that they were dumb enough to create like weapons that can kill them?
I mean, in defense, fiends create weapons that can kill them. Kobolds create weapons that can kill them. I'm not gonna judge them on that end, but because gods kill gods, it's no different than human killing human, elf killing elf.
Yeah, but they literally decided, hey, we built this island for peace and accord, and we're gonna make 5 weapons that can destroy it completely for no reason.
They just want to see it on fire.
To be fair, do I really even have the?
Do you even have a response to that?
Well, it's not so much a case of do I have a response, it's more can I give the response?
Yes, you can. I'm very good at keeping information just with the group. I totally don't tell other people.
It just looks you slowly, Trickstem. Make a persuasion with disadvantage.
Trickstem, what other people were the only people that are your friends in quotation marks here?
Excuse me? I did have a life before I joined you guys, you know that.
You did, and it got completely ruined. Your boy toy is now a possum person.
Yeah, I know. It gets into my mouth when I try to hug him.
So, make me a persuasion with disadvantage, the Trickstem.
I mean, on the bright side, if you were to ever get into trouble, he could play dead excellently well.
That is still quite good. An 18. He just mutters. He's like, I suppose if you try to help all the information that you could use is going to be useful.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are here to help.
It was one guard that came up with the weapons.
Did they by any are they like a 5-year-old by any chance?
No.
Oh, I got no brain.
No, but
they had war with the other god?
they weren't.
Which god was it?
They weren't at war. There was rumors that it wasn't even their idea. Like they got the idea from somewhere else, like a vision or something. It's very complicated and very confusing even for my mind. But essentially, well, once they managed to plant the weapons into there, that's what caused the fall.
With the snake dude, right? The snake, he kind of points to the snake.
Yes.
Ooh.
I mean, Snake Guy could be Damadur. I don't know.
I mean, I don't remember a Damadur in the Pantheon.
He wasn't really in the Pantheon.
Yeah, I don't recall a god called Damadur.
He wasn't a god, really. He was like a servant, glorified, anyway.
I mean, I do remember there's kind of like there's many gods that you don't talk about, but there's a lot of snake gods. But anyways, so evil god dude made weapons. Cool. Weapons to destroy other gods from other individual possible. Cool. Sweet. He's writing this all down on paper.
He just looks to you all. He's like, well, it's getting that time. I guess you're all probably best getting back to.
You're coming with us.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're not leaving you here.
Yeah, who else is gonna help with my heist? You're the architect.
No, you're not doing a heist. You're not doing a heist.
Possibilities. What?
Uylz, no heisting.
It biologically hurts. Okay, just let me
You're
see
gonna
one
get
thing.
something at the end of this, Uylz. Just don't worry.
You'll get shiny presents later.
If you steal from them now, you'll never get the presents.
Before we go, then let me just grab something quick. Well, aside from all these plans and such, we don't need these plans. He starts just to roll up all the sheets.
We could use a bomb to break in.
Hey, Uylz,
Yeah,
you have that bag of holding?
I've got 2, 3. No, I've only got one. That's Waffleberg who has 2. Who's Waffleberg? I don't know who that is. Yeah, I've got my hat of holding.
Who's Waffleberg? Portal opens up. Waffleberg got plenty of plans.
He brings his. Actually, Waffleberg has the artificer thing where he can make a bag of holdings. But Uylz brings his bowler hat over.
It's like, you can store stuff in his hat.
Ah, that makes thank you kindly. And he just starts to dump stuff in that. And after he dumps the plans, he reaches to a shelf, moves a few things out the way, pulls down what seems to be an ornate jar.
What is that?
Well, remember when I was on about there were some odd energy signatures in the Citadel back when the takeover was happening?
Yeah.
This is a sample of the energy.
Can we wait? It's a sample of the energy.
Can I eat it?
Better question. Just because I actually want to see.
I've never tasted weird energy before.
Well,
Have we ever seen energy like this before?
Roll me an Arcana.
Cool.
I'm also going to join in on this check.
Yep. I will
I
warn you
think
now, this is a high DC.
It doesn't matter because that's a natural 20. Well, it does matter because natural 20 doesn't always mean success, but that is a natural 20.
You'd forget that Codi has the headband of intellect sometimes. Because she never rolls well on intelligence checks.
Uylz. Well, first of all,
Yes.
let's see what Allo gets as well. Oh, 2 nat 20s. Trickstem, would you also like to roll?
Sure. If I put it on back to normal.
Just to see
stare
if it's gonna
intensely
be.
at this bottle.
It was just to see if the full party flexes on the Codi or not.
Hmm?
Technically,
Well, let's see if everyone.
if it wasn't nat 20, Trickstem would have done so as well, but Trickstem does fail that. Because as I said, it was a high DC.
Oh no, I'm on the same level as Trickstem.
But, you know, 2 nat 20s.
Wow.
2 nat 20s. Uylz and Allo. You start to get an inkling of what this possibly could be. And the architect looks to you, but takes an apple. Looks at Trickstem. Trickstem, take a bite of that.
Why?
Just take a bite of it.
What if I don't trust you?
Why wouldn't you trust me? What have I done to... What have I done to...
I'm just, I'm gonna be RBS set, guys.
What have I done to result in this non-trust?
I don't know. I just don't trust many people anyway, as it is.
Fine. Allo, was it?
Yeah.
Take a bite of this, please.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, takes a bite.
Yep. And the architect will then take the apple by the stem, lift the lid of the jar open, slowly lower this apple into it, and as the apple is enveloped in the energy, you feel that chunk vanish from your mouth. And as he lifts the apple back up, the apple is in one piece once more. Allo and Uylz, you suspect this is time.
Oh.
How? What? This is. How? Hold on, Miasma should be here. Damn it, she find this incredibly interesting.
Allo. Since you're the only one that passed who would have been there for it, you recall someone who would be able to help with this extremely. You recall back to Dust Bowl and to the 2 Kiwis and to what Kiwi did, where she changed time by going back in time.
Oh. How do I word this? Kiwi probably knows about this more.
So what you're saying is we need to trust the new god that people don't trust.
I never said I didn't trust Kiwi.
It's kind of hard not to trust her. She's a sweet thing, very naive, very ignorant, but sweet. Hold on.
Unless we can get a hold of Father Time to tell us what's going on here.
Oddly enough, as far as I knew, Father Time, he was always busy.
Yeah.
So we... Nope, okay. I'm not dealing with that.
You just see, I imagine Uylz is just trying to work it out. All of a sudden, their eyes just flash up 404 error not found.
Uylz is never in. Wait, that's a lie. No, it isn't a lie. Uylz has never encountered this form of magic, and it scares him.
So as the architect just shuts the lid on the jar again, just to make sure the energy doesn't escape, Neil just gently put it in the hat.
I'll be back. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
What the miss?
It's time. The energy is
time.
Ah.
Chronomancy.
Someone stole from Father Time.
Tastes like dust.
Because basically what happened was the architect made Allo take a bite out of an apple, dipped it in the energy. The chunk disappeared from Allo's mouth, and basically the apple was in one piece when it came out.
Yeah. Okay. So we got some weird timey-wimey stuff. And
Allo has figured out the best person to talk to about it is Kiwi. Because of the whole incident in Dustball where she revealed that she was from an alternate timeline.
We can't even talk to her till we get out of here, though.
Oh, hold on. She's not the only one. She's not the only one that has messed with time. Both the guide, well, just the guide, I haven't met his brother, but the guide has also done this before as well. Not to the extreme, not you guys are talking about, but he has shown the ability to be able to traverse through time and space without it affecting him at all.
He does have the weird time ball things too.
We could talk to Riki. Better than talking to some dumb god.
Who is Riki?
Here.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe if we say Squeaky's name enough, she'll appear.
That's worth a try.
Wait, does that really work? Hold on. Hold on.
Squeaky teeth! Squeaky teeth! Squeaky teeth!
You slowly turn into Squeaky teeth.
We have a better way to.
Squeaky teeth!
We have a better way to contact Squeaky Teeth. We just need to turn Delris into a yordle again.
Hey, Dion! Hey, Dion! Squeaky teeth! Nice to meet you!
Squeaky Teeth. No! I saved the day!
So. Oh. That was a bit of non-canon Lloyd drop. I know monks can get ridiculous at higher levels, but I don't think they have the ability to become Bloody Mary.
Yes, so we need to. Could we ask the elves to allow Kiwi in? Is that a thing that we can do? Do they have the power or whatever the hell they are? They're not elves, they're midgets.
Probably not the elves, but maybe the assistant Santa?
I believe they like to be referred to as vertically challenged.
Okay. So what are we doing now? Because we've got what we can, and knowledge is useful, but it's useless without point of action. Our first point of action should be how to get the hell out of here. Codi, you said we're just gonna go back with this guy?
Yeah, we're gonna go back. Last time they just kind of put us back where we were.
They gave us stuff too.
Yeah. But this time it means we all have to be ready for battle coming out of this because, we literally left in the middle of a fight.
Oh yeah, it started to snow after a snowstorm, which is why I was like, this isn't my magic. I wonder if I'm still casting snowstorm. Is this like an astral projection, or are we physically here?
I don't know.
I think it's partially timey-wimey stuff too.
We leave with brand new items.
I mean, that'll be nice.
Yeah, but if you're an astral projection, how would the items go back with you?
Exactly. But also, yeah, so,
Actually,
Right.
the biggest question is, if I go back with you, isn't it just gonna take me to where you are as well, and therefore I'm gonna be dropped in the middle of this war zone?
Actually, where
Yes.
were you when you got teleported here?
That's a good point.
What was that, sorry?
Where were you before you got teleported here? Because it's returning us to our location doesn't mean it'll return you to your location.
It's been so long, I forgot. Where was I? Neil's just like walking back and forth, trying to remember. If I recall right, I was in some kind of a hotel in a small dusty area, like a small.
Dust Bowl!
I thought
No,
Maybe
not Dust Bowl. I remember Dust Bowl being
No,
near it.
Dust Bowl is the town. I know what you're talking about. It's got like the big dome to keep out the giant sand monsters. Nice place. They make great margaritas. In fact, I've got a thing on one of the boards up there. I wrote it myself.
Yeah, good memories. Ix locked us in a room to go make us lemonade while a giant sand monster was trying to get through the window.
Who is Ix?
Someone you never met.
I would love
Oh,
it
okay.
if
But yeah.
as soon as you said that, Raka entered the chat.
That would have been funny. But yeah, I carved on one of their walls Uylzamitas, which are like margaritas, but me. They didn't like that.
Yeah,
In fact, I think it was more so they didn't like me carving on their walls. I also carved on their walls. Fuck. So I kind of got kicked out. But it's a nice place.
I'm just imagining, as you say, it's a nice place. Just Trickstem, Uylz, and not Uylz, Trickstem, Allo, and Codi are just there, like, oh, it's kind of destroyed now. That little hotel.
Eh.
I remember that episode. We got the pangolin killed.
Sad face.
In my defense, I did try to protect it. Anyways, so let's hope that you come out either there in a safe place, or maybe
With
we could
us?
ask them to teleport, or with us, but maybe like 5 minutes after us. That way they're all dead and you don't get hurt. Does that
Possibly.
is that good with you?
Yeah, I guess that could work. We'll see what they say anyway. Maybe they'll be able to just send me back to where I was. Who knows?
Cool. Now, anyways,
We'll find you after, basically.
yeah. But anyways, about this heist detail, do you happen to know if there are any ventilation shafts within the primary workshop? I know
stop.
you didn't
Allo
look at
is just going to kind of, let's see. Can I reverse trip him, make him fall backwards, and then just sit on him?
Damn it, you're heavy!
I'd say you make a sleight of hand. Uylz make a dex save. Whoever rolls
Uylz
highest
is
wins.
okay. I will actually take this with disadvantage because Uylz is too busy talking about the heist.
Okay. I will allow this.
I rolled a natural one.
I rolled a 23.
Okay, so with that nat one, you just stick your foot out to try and trip him. As Uylz is pacing back and forth. Uylz stumbles as he trips over your foot, falls backwards, and knocks himself out.
Oh, that works.
Do I take any damage for that?
I'm gonna say no. Just to be no.
Okay, cool.
Just rule of shenanigan. You didn't take it.
Just kind of looks at Allo. It's like,
You're carrying him.
Una will walk over and
don't
just
mind.
check you to make sure that you're breathing still.
Uylz is yes, Uylz is breathing.
He's still alive. It's fine.
That's good.
You
So, as you all gather up your things and exit the shack, the architects will get his sled, get the boys onto it. It's faster if we travel by boy.
Jumps on sled.
Allo does the same.
Yep.
These are very cool.
Enough will just drag Uylz's body onto the sled, just secure it.
Allo is technically carrying Uylz.
Oh right, okay then.
Yeah, I said to Alice, like, you're carrying him.
Okay.
It's like, you're the one that knocked him out, you're carrying him.
So,
My mother told me about Buttercup!
so, as you all travel on the sled, around halfway between his lair and the workshop, make me perceptions. Aside from Uylz, because Uylz can only see the inside of his eyelids.
It is dark and lonely in my dreams!
1 second.
21.
Okay.
I would also like to say, because I can do this because Uylz is telekinetic, all of that is just being said in Allo's mind. Because although he is unconscious, he can still use his telepathy.
We'll attempt to assume that he knows who did it.
Well, it's honestly just whoever's carrying him just hears him like he's sleep talking.
So,
I don't mind.
perception as well, though, Trickstem. And what did you get, Ella?
21.
Okay. Codi, you're a bit distracted.
Pat, 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 pat.
What are you patting?
The boars.
You
Just like leaning over the front, just like pat, pat, pat.
You're just patting as they're running. Do we still have a Rebecca in here?
Good pigs.
Yes,
That'll do.
yes, sorry.
That'll do.
Perception, please.
Cody's references make her a nerd.
Trickstem, you're also distracted.
You're not much better.
Trickstem, you're trying to think of places you could fill up your your flask with. Not flask. What was it? My brain's gone dead. What's the little hip flask?
It's a flask.
Yeah, it's just a flask.
You're trying to think of places where you could fill that up with.
Yeah.
Una just has a moment where she just looks over at the snow and then just mutters. So isn't snow just harder water?
Kinda.
So why are we not scared of snow?
Because you can't drown in snow.
I mean, I guess you technically could if it's fine enough.
You just hear the snow start cracking its knuckles.
Because we don't sink in snow?
I mean, we clearly did earlier when we were bouncing around in it.
But that wasn't sinking, that was voluntarily diving.
I suppose so.
Plus, we were too high at that point to really care.
I suppose so. Allo, you spot a couple of figures off to the right in the tree lines. Large, blue humanoids with horns.
Can I tell if they're recognizably what we've seen before already?
What did you roll for perception again?
21.
You try and think back, and you recognize these to be the same kind of species as the two that you met last holiday season. The two that stole everything.
The two that stole everything.
Yes.
Including Una.
Yeah.
Are they looking at us funny?
No, they're just waving.
Okay, Allo will wait back.
They're like, hi, boy.
Hi, bye.
Because quite literally, I can't remember if you killed those previous two or not.
I think we did kill those ones.
Hence why I had to make these two nameless grunts. It's also to show you that not all of them had that kind of misconception.
Could have been also that it was just those two. They were just revived and they're too terrified to approach us.
That could be it.
I'm not gonna lie, I wish I came up with that now. They just like wave to you like, hi, boy. And when you get in a bit of this, it's like, for a second, I thought they were going to turn and come at us again. I don't like that tall red one. I don't like his fire. He burned me sack.
That sounds wrong.
It was the family, sir.
So, as you carry on your way, the architect starts to twitch slightly, starts to shake. The emotions were definitely getting close. The emotions.
Oh, jeez.
You guys have the bracelet thing. We should be able to get him one too once we get in.
He starts to vibrate on his seat. Remember,
Oh,
this is the point when you remember he's the one that's piloting this sled.
I kind of grab hold. I kind of take my bracelet off and put it on him.
Hey, Codi.
I'm just imagining it's that kind of animation style where everyone else is just like animated smoothly. Meanwhile, Cody's quite literally skipping 10 frames a time, just randomly appearing everywhere. Una just like looks to you, Cody, as you're doing that. Goes to move her bracelet to give it to you.
Shakes it.
Shakes head, quite literally does a 360. I'm not going to say this is the point when you all notice something. Cody's vibrating, basically moving around the sled, rocking the sled back and forth and back and forth. Cody.
Yeah.
You reach to get a snowball to throw at one of the party.
In my hand.
Your hand grows. It does so.
Yeah. The hand inflates and extends and grabs the snow.
So basically,
Everybody but you.
yeah. So basically, she's got a massive snowball now. Let me just try and calculate how many people are on the sled at the moment. So you'd have Whisper, you'd have Miasma, you'd have these three. You'd also have the Architect. Roll a d6 for us, Cody.
1 second.
Oh wait,
Just Cody's just dead.
yeah, I'll say a 6 because yours is out cold, so it'd be hard to hit yours with it unless you dunked on him.
Purposely.
So
Just drop it on.
Just jump it on Allo, yeah.
with that 5, you reel back with the snowball, throw it. And where there once was an architect, there is no longer an architect.
Oh no.
As the architect goes flying at the snowball and just hits the snowdrift.
Allo dive!
Leaving you pilotless.
I was going to dive for the reins.
Jump off and grab the architect.
Allo, remind me, do you have land vehicles proficiency?
I do not.
The bad thing is Cody does!
You know what else the bad thing? He has land vehicle proficiency as well.
Let me just check something quickly, just to help with this stuff. because I know we've got 2 players here that aren't here at the moment, so I'll check her sheets. I will also check Trickstem, because Trickstem says forget... No, Trickstem doesn't. It's Mariah that has that, that's where we're getting mixed up.
I mean, Allo's a smart kobold. I'm sure she could figure it out, right?
Whisper does not have it. And what about Miasma? Because if you notice, Jivanta didn't come with you on this adventure.
Well, yeah. Jivanta was barely with us in the frickin' dungeon.
That's true. Miasma doesn't have it either. So, yeah. Allo, roll me a wisdom check. Let's see if you can work out how to pilot this in time.
Just a wisdom check.
Actually, no, wait. I will allow you 1 of 2 things. A wisdom check to see how to pilot this, or an animal handling to try and get the hogs to do it. Uylz, you come to around this point because of the shaking of the whole sled.
Animal handling was a 22, so I'm using animal handling.
Okay.
Oh, my head. What taste of carrots and lima beans and where the hell is going on?
As you look around, Uylz, you can see the rest of the party just holding onto the sled for dear life. The architect and Codi missing off the sled. Allo at the reins, having just about managed to coax the hogs to run a bit smoother. And Codi running behind you, all still shaking violently as she holds the architect trapped in a snowball.
And I'm the one that causes. Okay, hold on.
Like the best way to describe it is, have any of you played Ski Free?
Yes. Allo.
It's the friggin' Yeti that's chasing after you.
I'm not gonna even try to move without getting thrown off here. I'm gonna give you a crash course. First off, you see those pigs?
Yeah?
T-pose for dominance.
Allo just kind of looks at Uylz.
Why are you looking at me?
I've already got the boys under control. I don't need to dominate them.
You do, because the moment that they figure out that you're not their boss, they're going to try and attack us. Horses are like that too. T-pose for dominance, damn it!
You just want me to T-pose.
Yeah, they'll become afraid of you.
I feel like this is the point where you could roll a persuasion if you wanted to.
I'm gonna
I would say intimidation, but okay.
Okay.
You want me to wisdom saves, Leigh?
No, you can roll an insight.
I'm going to roll an insight.
Roll an insight on that.
That's a 22.
Uylz is being genuine.
Okay. Allo T-poses for dominance.
So as Allo T-poses at the front of the sled for dominance, you could just hear the swell of the Titanic music just playing.
Still holding the ring.
Where's that music coming from?
Just Cody's pulled out the freaking flute at the back, just like.
No,
Codi!
I'm imagining it's Whisper just trying to play it normally, just like as you're playing it with the actual instruments, and then it's like the bad recorder version in the back as Codi rushes up.
I am a bard, you know.
I know, but you're also kind of high off your ass at the moment.
True, that is true. Yes.
Okay.
Snowball could pinch Cody's horns as Codi does.
So, Allo, now that you have T-post for dominance, you see those ropes, the reins.
You mean the things I'm already holding?
Yes. Pull them back as fast as you can while saying whoa.
Okay. Allo does this. Whoa!
As you go whoa to try and bring you to on the hogs, they come to a stop. Like, they try and come to a stop as much as they can. Those that weren't holding onto the sled, I'm going to need you to make me a dex save.
The only ones that weren't holding on is Uylz. Woo!
Do I count as not holding on?
You've technically got the reins.
Yeah, but the reins are flexible, so that would send me flying as well.
That is true. I would also...
Codi just runs.
That's a 23.
Okay, so you guys should keep out.
I rolled a 3.
Uylz goes flying.
Uylz goes flying. Codi, you watch the sled come to a full stop. Make me a dex.
I'm not even gonna try. Cody's gonna slam into the back of it.
Yep. And as Codi slams into the back of it and goes flying backwards into the snow, she lets go of the snowball that contained the architect, which goes catapulting forward and envelops Uylz as well and starts to roll down the hill towards the warehouse.
Oh, hey, Mr. Architect, I never knew we were this close.
I can only have many methods.
Why am I?
Get him!
On the bright side, I feel powerful again. On the downside, we're about to kill millions of Christmas individuals. Wait, hold on. I should probably use those.
Congratulations, Allo. You are now currently the voice of reason at the moment.
Get him!
Question: how far away are they at this moment?
50 foot and gaining speed.
About 50 foot. Okay. Can I use hold person to grab both of them? And would that stop or break the snowball?
It's not how hold person works. Hold person compels them to stay in one place.
Yeah, technically they're not moving themselves, it's a snowball moving them.
So you could freeze them, but that wouldn't stop the snowball.
This being said, Uylz is going to...
Trickstem.
Not use any of his magic, because if he used his magic, he would hurt everybody around him because they're all AoE chaotic spells.
Trickstem.
Trickstem!
You think to your repertoire of moves of what you have. And it's at this point where I'm actually checking as well. Just to help out a bit. Because I know if anyone has fire spells, it's Trickstem.
I mean, I have fire spells, but they're gonna hurt everybody.
It's more a case of... Yep, you would be able to do that. Trickstem. Roll me a wisdom check. Let's see if you are smart enough to put 2 and 2 together. Also, what was the D... Oh, yeah. What was the D6 for? Oh, yes, the snowball. We have not done a roll since then, I forgot.
Is Atra alive?
Did you go get the... Have you got to get the Asda, Rebecca, or are you still there?
They're still in the chat, but they're not talking.
I think they've got to get the Asda, so...
Okay.
Mr. Architect, if we go against the pull of the snowball... Actually, that's a bad idea. We might die. If we... do you by any chance happen to be fireproof?
I mean, I'm a fiend, I'm a Namr. We tend to have resistance.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna ask you. Is okay. I don't want to do it, but guess I'm. No, it's not. It wouldn't even. Okay. Look, just. Can you turn away and not look at me?
I mean, it's kind of hard. I'm kind of trapped in a lot of snow.
Okay, just close your eyes. Embarrassing.
He closes his eyes.
Good, he won't be able to see when we die. No, Uylz will use wild shape, and he is going to wild shape into a mole. He's going to dig through into a mole, and he's going to dig through the ball. He's going to kind of dig around in hopes that next time that the ball rolls down on their side, that it will break off. So he's going to kind of dig a bit around where him and the architect is, so that way the ball will break off from us.
Okay. So as it carries on rolling as you dig, it gets to the point where it's about to hit where you've been digging. Odds or evens?
Steven, even. Shit.
So, as it hits where you've been digging, it just compacts it further. Just pushes it back in. No,
Okay! Codi time!
I mean, at this point, it will have gone a bit further on ahead.
Yeah, but Cody's just basically going to just full freaking sprint charge at it.
Okay. What is your dash movement?
My movement?
Your movement if you were dashing.
60.
Okay. It was 50 before that whole thing happened. I did say it was going a bit faster each time, so it'd be around 80 now, at least.
Yeah!
So after
You know, Mr. Architect,
after a bit, you could catch up. Go on, Santa.
if I'm to die, at least I'm dying with an asshole like you. You're a good man. Do you know how to make explosives?
How to make explosives?
Yeah.
Why do we need explosives?
Screw it. Hold on. No. Okay, Mr. Architect, can you just jut your body? We can kind of steer it. We can steer it into the warehouse. Wait, that's what we're trying to stop. No, I don't know if I'm more afraid of what that is. Mr. Architect, are there wild bears? Are we being attacked by wild bears?
He just goes, worse.
What do you mean by worse?
Do you want the bad news or do you want the worst news?
What's the worst?
The worst news is we got a Codi charging after us with her sword out.
Never mind. Don't throw the snowball down. We're gonna die.
The bad news is, does this feel like some kind of ramp thing ahead of us?
I will take my chances with that. My chances with that.
Codi? First of all,
Yeah.
make me a dex check.
Okay. 1 second.
So, as you leap ahead to try and hit this with your sword, you mistime it slightly. Not in the way that you end up in the snow behind it as it rolls on ahead, but more as in you stick yourself in the snow as well. Uylz, you see just like the tip of a sword just near your nose.
Okay. So, as we're going over, I'm going to start rapidly shifting my weight.
Okay.
Because I can still salvage this.
Yeah.
I just picture this is Punch Man with the mole dude digging, and then just Saitama's face just appears in the dirt, and it's just like,
No. Literally, as it's going over, I'm going to try and increase my weight to its maximum and just plant my feet in the snow.
Okay.
To stop the momentum.
So, as it reaches the ramp, you shift your weight as you feel yourself coming back around, and you manage to plant your feet firmly on the edge of the ramp. The snowball shifts. More
if I
wheels?
die, Cody, tell my mom I love her.
I thought you hated TV!
You feel yourself.
Also, stab her in the face.
You feel yourself sliding back in the snow.
TV!
As you feel yourself half in and half out before you stop. With just your rear end sticking out and your legs sticking out.
Did I stop it?
You have stopped it, but I'm going to have to roll because the architects would technically been on the top when this happened. Odds, he's staying in. Evens, he's flying. You feel like the snowball crumple at the top.
Oh no.
Just like
Hold on, I can save this. I'm half in, half out, which means I can crawl out. I will turn into a partridge, a big partridge, and I will attempt to grab him in the air. Wait, okay. Fuck! Partridges can't fly. I'm gonna turn into an eagle. Partridges can't fly. That's the joke of partridge in America.
So you turn into a partridge, you leap out and just fall down and create another tiny snowball. No, you manage to just turn yourself around in the snow, and then just launch into the snowball as an eagle. And you just manage to grab him before he falls through what is essentially a skylight in the workshop. And just from within the workshop, you swear you could quite literally see like the shark person just look up at you. Just be like, why? What?
Mr. Architect?
Yes?
Excuse me as I make a wisdom saving throw real fast. Okay, I succeed. I'm going to put the architect down. I'm going to breathe on the window, and then I'm going to write in the fogged up a long story. And I'm just going to, with my wings, and I'm just going to grab the architect again, and I'm going to fly back to the others.
Yep. So as you make your way back to the others,
I'll also turn back to normal.
Yep.
Just kind of, Cody just breaks the rest of the snowball that's around. He's like,
if you didn't
look, Cody.
If Codi didn't look corked up before, she does now with all the white on her fur. Oh no!
Wow.
Oh, this cock seems to ruin my septum, but it's okay. I keep a spare one around for friends.
23. I need you back down to a 5. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a 5. That's a 15. You can go lower. I know you can.
Cody needs one of the bracelets.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. I
let's just go. Let's just go.
Steadily getting louder, saying the same thing.
Yeah, we're not that far from the warehouse. We'll just go to the warehouse.
Yeah! Jumps over the ramp.
So, as you get closer, as you get towards the warehouse, there seems to be like a waiting party outside after the whole incident. They're just looking at you. Well, they look to Codi. The shark person just turns to the elves like, go get another bracelet. Looks like the first one.
He ate a bear.
What?
A whole
You ate a
bear.
bear. You ate a bear. I didn't.
I don't
what?
know where it went.
A bear? What bear?
Right, an entire bear.
What did
It's
a bear? What did a bear?
I'd say for them to go check the bones, but you devoured the bones as well.
Maybe the real bear was in a tunnel long. Where was the bear? Where was the bear? Just caught over the other side, dressed as the bear. Uh-oh.
What? Wait, what? Bear? What bear? Bear?
There!
Ah,
Bear?
There! Una just points in a direction. There's just a bear staring at you, confused. A single tear drops on its eyes.
Points at the bear and looks at you like, that bear?
no, it's brother.
It had a brother?
A single teardrop falls from its eye.
Yeah, you ate its brother.
I don't eat things, though.
Well, you did this time, and oh my god! You ever seen like a starved orc go in a basket of like turtle chicken wings? Like oh, it was bad. It was bad. Like there were bits flying everywhere, and then you devoured the bits. I'm fairly certain you ate like half the fucking snow as well, and then whatever dinner plate that the architect tried to give you. Plus, by the way,
Uylz! You do realize this steak does not impair my memory!
you realize I have a concussion now.
Can I just state, it's a good job you had all this energy for today's session.
I know. It's like
because I firmly remember I don't even know where that went. But anyways, any of you guys got like this world's equivalent of Tylenol?
What?
Go get him the
What's that?
Go get him the ibuprofen as well.
I've got a headache, and I'm fairly certain Codi ate a bear and Allo.
I don't think I ate a bear!
At some point, I kicked a rat monster. I kicked a rat monster. It just appeared out of nowheres. And I have a headache, and I think I may have had a fever dream, too.
Wait, no, you kicked Squeaky! Wait, when did Squeaky get here?
I don't know, probably around the same time that one of you fucks knocked me out.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I'd fully accept that if I did.
Trickstem. Because it couldn't be Allo. Allo's the fucking innocent one of the group.
You look over to Allo. Allo's tried to hide the devil horns.
I mean, Allo already technically has horns, but Allo's probably pretending to be distracted by something else.
Allo's just there like, the hogs need me, the boars need me.
I know who it was!
Who was it?
Raali fell out of the sky again and hit you on the head!
What fell out of the sky?
The shit blizzard!
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's fine. No one does. I'm joking. I'm joking.
A single tear falls from the dread kobold's face.
Everyone forgot about Raali.
But we have come back as heroes.
Meanwhile, in another part of the world, just a Dracolich is there, just eating a tub of ice cream, but like, my storyline. My storyline.
Somebody just fucking appears, bitch slaps her with a glove. Me first, motherfucker! Then vanishes.
So, the shark woman approaches you with the elves. She just kind of looks to Codi. Hang on. Takes off like a hit flask, opens it up, just wafts over the smell of emotions towards you. Come on, come on. As soon as you get close, they slap a bracelet on you.
Oh, fuck!
Why did you lose your bracelet? Did it break off or something? Or why are the three
No!
of you now?
He lost. He didn't have a bracelet, and we were coming towards town, and he was driving the cart, so I gave him mine.
Wait.
Una lost an arm, so like the starfish that she is, it became this dude.
That's really not. No.
I think I need to lay down. I'm remembering things that I shouldn't be remembering. You're just gonna fall down backwards in the snow.
She'll look
So-
like the sleigh to the oh my god. Oh. I was about to
This is-
combine boys and hogs in the wrong wording there.
This is our new friend. He was gonna terrorize your Christmas, but now he's a friend.
You're saying that this is the Crunch.
He's my
Grew
brother.
bigger. His heart grew bigger by 10 sizes.
He's my brother.
I mean, technically as an emir, I could do that.
That's kind of true, actually.
I didn't want to know this.
Because we can inflate and deflate at will.
You do
I'm
realize
done
it's a good
talking.
job. You do realize it's a good job. We make sure everyone knows Namirs are basically childlike.
Namirs are children. Do not the Namirs.
Do not.
Do not.
We will find you. if you
They
do.
are children. Do not.
It's just anytime you mention that word on the internet, you know, certain parts of it's going to be like, aha.
If you do, you're a word I'm not allowed to say because we'll get demonetized. Which we're already probably demonetized. Our video will just get shadow banned.
Jokes on us, though. We need to be monetized before we can be demonetized. I bet adverts still appear on this, like they've been appearing on every video now.
Have they?
Yes. There's been
We've
a joke.
actually been getting adverts?
I don't know if we have been, but adverts been appearing on almost every YouTube video. Because there's a joke that's going around where it's like, yeah, no, if my grandmother's choking, I don't want to watch an advert for such a company, just so I can learn the Heimlich maneuver.
Then they'd be like, it's YouTube Premium, bitch.
Yeah, that's what they replied to with the bots. They were like, oh, we're sorry to hear that you're having issues with the adverts and that lots. There's our YouTube Premium subscription if you want to pay for it. Either way, getting off topic. She'll
Yeah, but if you do that to the children, just don't.
she'll look to you all and be like, well, if he's fine, then I guess that means that everything's sorted, yes?
Yeah, he's not gonna do nothing.
So we've got no issue with anyone trying to steal Christmas.
Side eyes, Uylz.
Allo's kind of doing the same thing from the.
I would like to state, as Uylz puts his head back up, that at one point I did think very much about stealing Christmas, but in my defense, it's a biological tick. In my other defense, I'm currently suffering from a horrible migraine, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. Please don't ever bring me back to this hellhole.
I just imagine Uylz is there just making a snow dragon in the snow as he's flop back.
Yeah, I know. He's just making a snow dragon. It ends up just like yeah. If anything, it accidentally turns into a snow illithid at one point, and he's just like, well, how the fuck did that happen?
It's like, either way,
It's a snow shambler.
our brother,
Like, just puts an arm around the architects, like,
our brother is coming home with us.
Well, I suppose we can have a word with the guide about that, since he's coming to
Well,
pick you all up soon.
Actually, can you like drop him off maybe like 5 minutes after us because we were kind of in the middle of a big fight?
I don't know how it works exactly. You'd have to bring that up with him. Either way.
I hate that bastard. Does he still have that owlbear he kidnapped?
Wait, what?
Yeah, last time we saw it, there was like an owl person saying that they were stolen.
Minik.
Minik!
Hey,
Minik was taken against their will!
Minik direct beats Alba. He's kept against the will here.
Minik wants to go home!
Oh.
Minik! Let Minik out!
Mirik drives the sleigh now.
Minik did not wish to be here.
So,
Oh boy.
as you're all,
That's not even Mirik's voice.
as you're all led inside, Uylz with some help and with a bit of medication to help with the headache. The shark woman looks at you, it's like, I keep calling her shark woman, I gave her a name and then I never wrote it down even though it was wrote down last week.
Solana or something? It began with an S.
It did. I was trying to scroll up enough and the highest I could go... Celiana.
Celiana.
The highest I could go up to is it's just Oni in a sound
Hey,
outfit.
you're from Monster Hunter.
So
She's
Celiana
from
will...
Monster Hunter.
Celiana will just look to you. Well, I'd say that's a mission well done. Thank you for your help again. I know that some of you probably don't want to come back, but let's face it, you do work well, especially for us. So don't be surprised if we need your help again next year if something comes up.
Ever
Eh,
bring me back.
give us some good shit.
Oh, yes, the payments. Right.
It better be good shit.
She just digs through, like the tall stack of presents to one side. Hands you each something wrapped. So, as the others are unwrapping theirs, and I'll say what they get to them when I see them again because they're not on at the moment. I'll have to tell Rebecca what she gets when she's on. Well, she's here, but when she's back. So, Ranna, you unwrap what seems to be a small obsidian horse.
Oh.
You can roll me an Arcana on that.
That is a natural 20.
It's the obsidian steed. Basically, small little polished obsidian horse that can become a nightmare for up to 24 hours. Fights only to defend itself. Once it's been used, it can't be used again until a long rest has been had. I know that normally it's until 5 days has passed, but given this thing isn't really an active fighter, I figure a long rest works. Yet again, you don't have to worry about the good alignment thing because you're not a good alignment. You're neutral. So Celiana will look to you as you unwrap that to be like, that will be able to summon you up your own mount, your own personal mount. Of course, we had to modify it a bit because of your size, so it won't be a fully grown horse, or at least not a fully normal-sized horse. Think more along the lines of a miniature horse.
Allo's eyes are sparkling. This is cool. Thank you.
Uylz. You unwrap it, you find a sign saying, don't plan a heist again. No, you unwrap it, you find... I tried to scroll up because I know that you said this somewhere. but I think it was.
Like,
I thought you sent it me in the private chat, but I can't find it there now. Oh no, wait, no, I remember where I put it. I remember where I put it. I remember where I put it.
I mean,
You unwrap what seems to be a staff.
core lot of people.
I corner it.
Okay. It was a 22.
Okay, let me just look this up. Because I need to remember which one it was. Let me see. Yeah.
I found out something as we're doing this. I'm looking through my actual notes on D&D Beyond because my actual notes are written. I just looked on D&D Beyond just like this. I found out that the rat folk's name is apparently Radigan the Assassin General, and the dog is the Wargle the Brute General.
That sounds about right.
And I also found I also remember the Godslayer's name, which is Kavea.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Yeah, those in my notes.
This is, if I recall right, this is the one that you asked for. Well, one of them that you asked for. So on the tip of it, seems to be a large fly.
Oh.
I knew you'd go with this one, not the other one, and I'm okay with that.
It's because while I was looking through them, I couldn't find the Staff of Wildlands. I could only find Woodlands for some reason.
It is Staff of Woodlands. They're the same thing.
Yes. So yes, this is the Staff of Giant Insects. And Codi, as you unwrap yours, you find what seems to be a crown.
Oh. Yay.
Oh, it's like, oh, yay, you're the one that sent me this.
No, I sent you 3.
I know, and you said I had the choice of which one.
I know. It's just the other 2 are funnier. It's fine. This one's fine.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, no, I just remember which were the other ones, sorry. Yeah, no. You find a pair of sandals.
Yeah, okay. So I thought you were gonna go for originally, and then I was like so surprised when you pulled out the crown.
It's because the crown has an ability that would help everyone more. But yeah, the sandals is funnier.
Sandals is very much funnier.
Shoes?
She'll look to the sandals and look to you. Oddly enough, these were kind of a request for us to give to you.
Why?
You may want to check the tag.
Looks at tag.
It says from Shadow Mother. With the note saying, I know that you are permanently stuck as a child, mentally wise, such, but all children need to learn to face and overcome their fears at some point. Hopefully this will help in some way, or at least turn a fear of yours into a strength. You can roll an Arcana.
Okay.
I will give that to giving you just about managed to get over 10. Sandals of the Surging Waves. This set of calf-height sandals are patterned with undulated strips of tough fish leather lined with satin. When the attuned creature uses direction surge, an illusory surge of water follows you in your wake. Till your next turn, your movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Creatures you pass through must make a DC 15 strength save or be knocked prone.
Yep. This was the one I said, and I was like, it's gonna be a thing.
Una, I will say this though. Una is handed a present, and as she unwraps it, she finds a cape No, she finds the crown.
Oh, she gets the crown.
She gets the crown.
But she's not a fighter, is she? The crown requires achievement by a fighter.
I just read that. She is technically, if I recall right, a sorcerer, so yeah, she won't be able to use it.
Yeah, all the ones I sent you were fighter-specific items.
In which case, she is going to get the same item Trickstem's going to get, which is the Banshee's Veil.
Okay.
Basically, a free counter spell a day.
Ah, I heard my name.
Oh, Trickstem.
Well, not my name.
She's back.
I'm back.
I'm guessing that you ran off to get the Asda.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
I'll take that as a yes. It's fine. By the time this goes up on YouTube, it'll be too late because you've already been in the Asda. So,
I would have ate it though.
just to reiterate, you're all back at the workshop now after some shenanigans happened with Hyper Codi and the snowball. You've all been given your items. Trickstem, you get yourself the Banshee's Veil, which allows you to use counterspell once a day.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Only if you're targeted by the spell, though.
Alright.
So, you're all handed the presents and you all unwrap them to inspect them. A figure approaches from behind. Well, did you enjoy the adventure?
No. No.
And as you turn around, it's the guide.
Yeah, I kind of guessed.
Yeah.
That's why Cody's like, ah!
Is it bad that I'm used to that reaction by now? How long's it been? It feels like it's coming up to 2 years for how long it's been.
I could call you an even worse thing. So, you still out there abducting owlbears?
I'm surprised you actually remembered that.
Hi, Jerry.
It was so
I remember
long.
most things.
Oh no, Milik has been sent off to do her own thing at the moment.
At her own free will?
Yes.
Jerry.
Yeah.
You were around when the City of the Gods was a thing, right?
Yes, also it's very good to see you, Architect.
Yeah.
The Architect just looks at him and is like, I don't remember you at all.
I don't know that. I'm not going to say that. The issue is when you played another character and then you remember that this character doesn't know what that character knew. But while they are talking, Uylz is going to pull out the drawing of the serpent. Does this mean anything to you?
He just kneels down, looks at it. Well, to me, that does look like it's... Isn't that the symbol of the one that was traveling with you? Damadur, was it, or something?
Thought it was him.
Was he a god at some point? Like,
Not
apparently he's a demon, but...
He's
not a demon.
He was a god before he was cast down, yes.
So... Is that what the fall is?
He just looks to the Architect. I suppose that you've been filling them in. Yes. I'm sorry if I spoke too much. No, it's fine. They needed to be filled in at some point. Yes, that was what the original fall was. It was him falling and then becoming Damadur. But if that is the case, though, this wouldn't make sense.
What wouldn't make sense?
Architect, tell me again when you found this symbol. Well, it was when they were trying to take over the Citadel. That was before the fall.
But according to the Architect, that was after... Oh. We might Mr. Architect, could you bring out your... Oh, it's in my thing, isn't it? Hold on. Uylz will bring out the
Also,
power of time energy.
I just need to state this. I love the fact that when you go into theory crafting, the Uylz voice vanishes.
It does. I can't keep it up. But Uylz is bringing out the jar of time energy. Do you want to explain this? Who's all got this power? Because Allo's thinking.
He takes the jar. Well, yes,
But Mama wouldn't.
this is the energy when a time disruption happens. Yes, someone's altered time in
Who's
those areas. As far as I knew, the only ones that would have the power to do it would be, well, myself, but not in this kind of way. Kiwi technically did once. She possibly could have the potential to do so again, but she really doesn't seem the type to do so, especially if it's anything to do with Damadur. And to be fair, he loves a joy looks to you all. I think we all know that Kiwi doesn't know enough about the Citadel to know about this.
No. But is it possible that your other half? Like, I wouldn't say would, because
my other half's been trapped in that pocket dimension for some time now. He won't have the ability to do this. The only thing I could think of is he just sighs, looks to it, looks to the picture. And even though his face is like a mask, you could swear his eyes go wide for a bit. It's a cycle.
A cycle.
How did I...
A cyclops?
No, not a cyclops, a cycle.
Like birth, rebirth, that shit.
You mean we're in a...
This may be just a theory that I'm having here, but hear me out.
A game theory?
Matt Pratt.
You look over, Kiwi. You look over. You look over. Cody's just got a cut out of Matt Pratt. Are we just saying that maybe Una was Sans all along? Oh, we're taking shots at everyone tonight. The guide just looks you all. What if Damadur needed to secure his own creation?
Damadur time traveled, and
Damadur influenced time to ensure his own downfall.
Then why'd he do that? He's been salty over it forever.
Because maybe he doesn't know yet.
Then he's a dumbass. And I get to call him that.
He just keeps on looking between other parts. The question
Because
is,
he's technically my brother too.
the question is, Damadur doesn't have that kind of power, so where is he going?
Maybe he did when he was a god.
But if he was a god, he won't be using it to make himself fall like that. He'd only be doing that
Unless
when
he had
was...
a greater plan in mind.
He'd only be
He doesn't remember.
Possibly, but I think he'd only be doing that once he was Damadur. He's getting this power from somewhere else.
The changeling. It's the root of all evil.
I mean, the architect said that he made the weapons, but that there were stories that somebody told him?
BRB.
Who better to tell him than his own self? Once they've already been made. As I said, it's a cycle that needs to carry on perpetuating and carry on happening.
So his future self is tricking his past self into doing something that causes him to be bad.
Exactly. Damadur's tricking his former self so that his former self becomes him.
So it sounds like we need to stop that from happening.
First of all, we need to figure out how he's doing it.
Yeah.
And I think I may know how.
Oh.
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to need to get you back as soon as we can. I need to go see someone.
Okay.
And as he hurries you along to basically to his room. His like little pocket dimension. Right. Through that door will take you back to where you were. I'll get your friend here back to where he was with you. Are you wanting your boars to go with you? Well, yes. They've been my company all this time. It won't be fair to leave them. Very well, I suppose. Are you all rested up in time for this battle that is about to happen for you all?
I'll
The
pull on my
real-
sandals. Give me an hour.
The real question is if we can be asked.
Actually, that is a good point. Those that were given things that need to attune. Now is while Cody's attuning to hers, now would be the good time to attune to yours as well.
Yeah, that is one.
Okay, Trickstem put on the Banshee's veil. Because I know that needs attunement.
Alright.
And after an hour, you are led through the door. And you find yourselves in the same positions you were before you were teleported away. Only with your fancy new gear. And before we end this session, there's going to be a couple of other things that happen. The guide opens the door to lead the architect through. And as the architect steps through, he lets out a scream of pain.
No!
Vanishes. You're not there anymore. You already went through
Oh.
to your place.
Oh.
He lets out a scream of pain and vanishes. Somewhere just outside a dust bowl in a very destroyed hotel, 4 confused boars appear. Meanwhile, somewhere down in hell, a Namr spawns in a magical cage. He looks to his right out of confusion and sees a pseudo-dragon in a similar cage. Then he looks to his left and he sees a small grey-scaled kobold, also caged up. As what seems to be a snake-like demon looks over them, just smiles. Go tell the boss, we've got him. That is where we're ending it for this week.
Well, even more incentive for Cody to kick Doctor's ass.
More reasons!
I love the side
Also-
effects. Yep.
Also, just like Cody, just you can hear through the fucking dimension like, oh god, get here! Just stop it, piece of shit! Ah!
That's when Cody figures out what happened. Also, the 4 boars.
Yeah, the poor
I'm
boars,
just so
they're stuck there.
confused.
They're stuck there with just a hungry giant sand scorpion watching over them. That's where you find out it just takes them under its wing.
You will be my friends now.
Screw the elementals. We've got the 4 boars.
So, let me roll a d5 to see who does the outro. Well, there we go. We'll see you next time, and bye-bye.
Leigh!
No.
No running.
It's come up a 4 twice.
It's a sign.
It is a sign. It's the first session of 2021. I suppose I better start it off. Also, I feel like I just need to point this out because I went to Quotes Legends to find the lyrics and just saw this quote from early December. Can you hear me, Ranna? Ori? tits, Ranna.
Yeah.
Oh, Mrs. DM, bring me a dream of monsters and shit unseen. We'll play D&D until they break. Oh, Mrs. DM, don't be late. I run out of breath then. So, we will see you all next time for the Devil Darlings. Bye-bye. And a happy 2021.
Bye.
Significantly less sickness.
Wow.
With hopefully
started-
us being able to go.
Everybody.